Hi, I'm Laura.
I'm Sam.
I'm Lily.
We're Team Australia.
And this is the Gold Coast in 1 minute.
The Gold Coast really isn't that golden, except the sand is, and there's heaps of sand. And what does that mean? Heaps of beaches.
But then there's the green behind the gold, koalas, wildlife, and the hinterland is just a short drive from the beach. It's pretty amazing. And we're right here in Robina in the middle of this mixing pot of cultures. And we want to share with you what we've been up to here at Robina State High School.
But first, let's take it back to where it all began.
So Robina State High School's 3 generations of Parliamentary Debate World Congress have actually become a family. We often come together as a group to share ideas and projects and outcomes, and we continue to communicate with each other to create a lasting legacy. We have continued the legacy of Parliamentary Debate World Congress and the Waka Pro vision through many outstanding projects, and not only at our school but also in our community. So we continue to do so, and the results are remarkable leadership skills, long-lasting outcomes and projects that will certainly help students to be globally minded and future-proofed.
So I think it started when, I'm taking you back like a long time ago. I had trouble speaking, so I went to speech pathology. One day, my teacher gave me this opportunity to do a speaking out competition, and so that would actually help me with my speaking. And I won some of those competitions, and I really enjoyed speaking about things that I was passionate about, and I think that drove me into leadership positions in year 7 and year 9, and from then on I just felt this drive to do more for the community, for society, and then I guess that took me up to PDWC.
The thing that really stood out for me and made PDWC such a memorable experience is I've never been exposed to so many cultures at once. It was just like a big mixing pot of cultures, languages, and it's something that it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. You don't experience that anywhere else.
I don't think there are a lot of things in life that could really add up to the feelings and the experiences we had at PDWC. The main highlight for me would have to be working with all the different countries and learning about their cultures and their backgrounds, and just comparing the differences and similarities from Australia to the other countries. Yeah, meeting people that are from across the world, and all of us in this one room, I think is really special.
So I think PDWC definitely opened me in terms of things I want to do, and even how I portray myself, as in confidence and stuff. The main thing I took away from the debate mate team was their encouragement, and they weren't so stressed about what you were saying. It was that you're giving it a go and you're trying your best, and everyone's in the same position as you, so you didn't feel like going up against all these people that are better than me. Just that helping hand really helped make the experience easier, more enjoyable.
The people that I met at the PDWC are some of the most fantastic people I've ever met. They are so kind and caring, every single one of them, and it was really great to share the same interests of working towards tackling world issues, and we all had this really we all were really globally minded, and that's where we really connected. And even though it was only 7 days that we were together, it's crazy how deep of connections you can make in that short period of time.
I would say I've changed as a person since PDWC as I've become more aware of my surroundings and just wanting to learn more about people and their cultures and backgrounds.
After my return from Japan, I've been involved more in the international program at school. I'm an international ambassador, so that involves helping out the new international students that come in from all around the world.
So when I came back from PDWC, Lily Davis and we started a little lunchtime activity where the international students could basically just sit down, eat their lunch, and we'd have some, Australian games that they could play, and I guess that's their way of learning about our culture as well. And apart from playing the games, we'd also just talk, just ask them, their favourite colour, their favourite food, just to really, bond and make a connection so that they feel welcomed and involved in the school.
A few months ago, post PDWC, we did a mock debate with the 2017 participants of PDWC, Jay, Bruticon and Andy, to show to our school how fun debating can actually be.
At school, our afternoon sports, I do debating. If I'm not preparing for a debate I have that night, outside of school, it's working with the younger debating members and helping them kind of get used to debating. And I try to do that the way the debate mate people did it, as making it not sound so scary and dependent on what you say, but more about how you enjoy the experience and what you take away from it.
Last year, I had the opportunity to go to the high school Model United Nations debate. This is a model debate that's run by a local university. This event that I've participated in for 2 years in a row now has really helped me progress my international understanding, and from the skills that I learnt from PDWC and DebateMate, I was able to reflect those skills back into my debating style during this Model UN. Really improved my confidence and how I speak, which I definitely think I did better this year than I did last year.
So Japanese has definitely completely altered my life, because originally I didn't choose to do Japanese, and then a teacher came up to me and asked, was I doing it? And I said no, and she goes, oh, I think you should. And I said yes, and that's just branched out into all these things, which is PDWC, debating, and it's scary to look back and think if I hadn't said yes.
I would have to say what gets me up in the morning would be my drive to go to university and study law. I'm really interested in studying women's rights in the law and Indigenous rights. I find that a lot of people feel like you need to be really academically minded to go somewhere, to do something. But the thing is, debating gives you those skills and it helps you improve. And so I think just talking about it, just talking to people and letting them know that, hey, you can do this. I think teaching people about the right mindset, about positivity and the right attitude, I think you can do anything really.
Before PDWC, I had my mind set on one certain career, and I was setting myself up, choosing the subjects that were prerequisite for this course that I wanted to do. I was very narrow-minded and I wasn't really considering any other options. But then after going to the PDWC, it's completely changed. I don't know what I want to do anymore, but that's okay. It's good because it makes me more open-minded to other possible career pathways.
So I guess it's definitely a realization at some point in your life. I guess for me that was PDWC. It kind of taught me to act on the things I like, because I was always cautious, I never littered or anything, and I always enjoyed the environment, but I didn't do anything to benefit it, I just enjoyed it. So I think something important to realize is that you can enjoy all the beautiful aspects nature has to it without being detrimental to it and the things that live in it. So I want to challenge myself to live a sustainable life that's not going to negatively impact future generations. I want people to see how just their single contribution, how much that can affect the environment around them negatively and how easy it is for them to make it a positive contribution.
My greatest hope, and this would be like a dream, like for all of the SDG goals to be achieved. Yeah, that would be amazing, like just to wake up in a world where everything, you know, is good in the world.
My greatest ambition for the world would be world peace. It sounds unachievable, unrealistic, but if you change one person's world, it's just like a butterfly effect. I want to pass that on to my close friends who pass that on to their friends, and it just keeps going and going. If we really pass on this ideology of global mindedness, world peace, that it is possible, it can be achieved. And through PDWC, I really believe this.
So to the PDWC community, I invite you to take on this sustainable way of living and to inspire people that you already inspire so much to accept the Sustainable Development Goals into their life from all corners of the world.